Hi, hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole, here with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we don't know what we're going to see here today on Friday Night Smackdown. I know some folks out there will escape us and say that we don't know what we're doing, but we truly never know what we're doing. But we're going to have a good show here today, Michael Cole says. Yes, we are, Autolycus says. We're going to have a good show here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And we do know that something is going to happen here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Well, whatever it's going to be, Wade Barrett said, I just hope it's going to be a good one, you know. I just hope it's going to be a good one. That's all I hope for, Wade Barrett says. That's all I can truly hope for. Well, and here comes Captain America, Wade Barrett said, or Leadman, or Fordman, Vinland. Alright, Brock Lesnar. We seen what you did last week. I seen what you did this week. But I'm still under the belief you're nothing more than a bully. You're nothing more than a creep and a heel. And you're probably back home, I guess, somewhere in either Minnesota in the 4-1 Reichs or Elscavia, whatever, in the settled land. I don't really care. I'm coming for you, Brock Lesnar. What you did to Wonder Woman and what you did to me, I truly believe is wrong. At least that's my belief. That's my thought and take on it. Now, I don't need anyone else. This is between us. No outsiders. So, Brock Lesnar, if you want to have a match with me, then by all means, let's do it. Well, Brock Lesnar said, you said it was between me and you. Yeah, and you saw what I did to Wonder Woman. You saw how you saw what I did to Wonder Woman, and you saw how I beat her, and how I ended up beating you. It's not even going to be an effort. Is that what you believe, Brock Lesnar? You think that your background as a skilled wrestler, a skilled fighter, a skilled football player, and a beginner wrestler, somehow you think that's going to give you the edge on me? It's not, Brock Lesnar. It's not going to give you the edge on me at all. And I can't even believe that you even show up. Oh, I heard what you said back home in Minnesota in the 4-1 Reichs, or back home in Kazensia in the settled land. I heard what you said about me. But I was laughed while I was working on my farm, which I do have. And I was laughing about what I did to you and Wonder Woman. Well, you were wrong. Yeah, I was more worried about getting the chickens, making seeing they got their eggs. I was more worried about milking my cows than I was worried about what I did to Wonder Woman or what I did to you. Yeah, and I do live both in the 4-1 Reichs and in the settled land. That means I get to choose who is the fourth setter and who becomes the first wicker. Can you believe that? Brock Lesnar, we're not here to talk about what you do back home or even if you live both in the settled land and the 4-1 Reichs. This has nothing to do with you choosing who becomes fourth setter or first wicker. This is all about you and what you did to Wonder Woman and what you did to me. So we're going to have a match here today on Friday Night Smackdown. and then we can see if the former, and we could see if that background in OVW, WWE, NFL, NJPW, UFC, and WWE is going to help you. Well, if we get a fight lore in the ring, we'll see what helps you or not. Hold it right now, Astronomer says. I'm not going to let this show go into madness. Alright, I don't know how long Adam Pearce is going to have oversight in WWE, and I don't know how long, and I don't know. All I know right now that you got the nearest thing to Adam Pearce and Shawn Michaels and Santino Marella you got. I'm not going to let this show go into madness like I said. So Brock Lesnar, so great you decided to show up. Either from the Setterland or the 4-1 Reichs, I don't care. But what I do care about is having a match. So here today, it's going to be Steven Rogers, Captain America, or Fordman Vinland fighting Brock Lesnar. And I sure hope, Brock Lesnar, that your skills as a skilled UFC fighter, a skilled WWE, OVW, WWF, WWE, NJPW wrestler, and as a skilled NFL football player come in handy. And I hope so, Ecliptor says, that this settles the whole thing between you two. Because I really don't care, Brock Lesnar. You can't go around and bully folks. And bringing a Discovery Warner Brothers or bringing a Disney Marvel South together. Well, you just brought two bonds that are for one bonds of good together. So that can't be good for you. And they're both over good doers, Brock Lesnar. So I can't oath they don't do that. Ecliptor says. Alright, Astronomer says. Time to have this match now. So, Steven Rogers, Brock Lesnar, go at it. The Fight Lord or the Fight Keeper is going to be in the ring soon as we get out. Come on. Stand up. Well, we just heard from Astronomer, or Corone, whatever you want to call her, Michael Cole says, we're going to see Captain America, or Leadman, or Ford, or Leadman, or Headman, Vinland, fight Brock Lesnar here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Michael Cole says. Yeah, Autolycus says, and with the Fight Lord, I can't seem to keep on his feet. We don't know if he's drunk or not. Oh! And Captain America, or Leadman Vinland, just took down Brock Lesnar. Not showing any kindness to to Brock Lesnar at all, Autolycus says. Well, Wade Barrett said Brock Lesnar has had a background in many sports, He went from OVW, WWF, WWE, to NFL, to NJPW, to UFC, back to WWE again. He done very well for himself. Oh! Very well for himself, Wade Barrett said. And what made a Disney Marvel self, this over good doer, think he could beat Brock Lesnar, Wade Barrett says. Because he's over good doer, Michael Cole said. That's what made him think he could beat Brock Lesnar, Michael Cole says. Brock Lesnar beating up on Steven Rogers, the well-known, onlooked follower to 4-1 Bonds of Good as Captain America, or lead man Vinland, Michael Cole says. And Brock Lesnar might not give a shit about anything or anyone. We all know that's true. We know his behaviors and all the things he has done over his two-diff run, both his first run in WWE, WWF, and WWE, and his two-diff run in WWE. Brock Lesnar thinks he got everything on running lead now. But Steven Rogers got him and body slam Brock Lesnar. the 7-time WWE heavyweight fighter, the 3-time World Heavyweight fighter, the 3-time OVW tag team fighter, the King of the Ring winner, 2-time Kingly Loudness winner, and the 1-time one-time NJPW heavyweight fighter, and the 1-time UFC heavyweight fighter. Brock Lesnar is now in the buy now, Michael Cole says. Well, I will give all the on-look to Steven Rogers if he can beat, Brock Lesnar here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Autolycus says. I already on-looked the man anyway. Oh! Brock Lesnar thinks he got everything on the run and lead. Oh! Steven Rogers almost thought he had everything on the run and lead now. Lead man, Vinland. Steven Rogers. Has this been taken down by Brock Lesnar in the F5, Michael Cole says. Well, Wade Barrett said, good doer over good doer. It doesn't really make any unlikeness of Brock Lesnar. He'll beat you all the same, Wade Barrett says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar has beat Captain America, or lead man Vinland, here today on Friday Night Smackdown, Michael Cole says. Yes, he has, Autolycus says. And at the end of the day, I'll still have on look for that Disney Marvel self for Captain America, lead man Vinland, whatever you want to call him, Steven Rogers. But Brock Lesnar ain't getting no on look from me, Autolycus says. Well, I can tell you one thing, Wade Barrett said. I think at the end of the day, I don't think Brock Lesnar really cares if you on-look him or you don't on-look him. He likes beating folks up, either as a wrestler or as a fighter or as a football player. Makes no unlikeness to him. Well, we do know that Gene Okerlund now is now going to be talking. With Brock Lesnar. Alright, Michael Cole, I'm going to be talking with Brock Lesnar here today on Friday Night Smackdown. Brock Lesnar, who is sometimes still a bully, still a creep and a heel. Gene Okerlund, you should never have called me a bully and a heel. Well, that's what you are, Brock Lesnar. You behave like a bully, you behave like a creep, you behave like a heel, so you're going to be scathed. We're not talking about... Talk about Captain America. Talk about lead man Vinland. Talk about Steven Rogers getting F5'd. And about how he's this over good doer who has all this might, but somehow he couldn't beat me. He couldn't beat me, and I was a 3-time OVW tag team fighter. A 7-time WWE heavyweight fighter, a 3-time World Heavyweight fighter, 1-time NJPW heavyweight fighter, and on top of that, I was also a former UFC heavyweight fighter, and an MCCW heavyweight fighter. Oh, and I won winnings in the TWF too. And somehow, some way, he couldn't beat me, and he was an over good doer. Well, if I just showed I could beat him, see me, then you could think of me beating Wonder Woman. Yeah, my thing of Wonder Woman isn't done. And if Captain America or lead man Vinland wants to get in my way again, I'll just do what I did to him again. And I'll do what I did to Wonder Woman as well. Yeah, Brock Lesnar, we know you like to be a bully. You like to be a heel and a creep. And I seen what you did to Captain America or lead man Vinland. I saw what you did to Wonder Woman. You should be ashamed of yourself. Funny thing is, I'm not ashamed of myself, Gene Okerlund. Now I'm going to go back home. Either that's going to be Minnesota Reich and 4-1 Reichs, or Genzavia Reich and the Settle Land. and get back to my farm work, which I have a more fun time doing between being a wrestler, being a fighter, being a football player. You name it, I did it. Well, that's my talk with Brock Lesnar. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, it seems that thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Brock Lesnar here today on Friday Night Smackdown. And it looks like it is all the time we got here for Friday Night Smackdown. I am Michael Cole for Autolycus, the King of Thieves, and Wade Barrett. We hope you liked Friday Night Smackdown. And we'll see you tomorrow for a Rampage or a Ram Through.